I'm gonna do a breakdown, then I'm gonna let Carver take over. I'll do it like that. You put Hey, Shalom Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, on the Commanding General Yohana. I'm Precinct Officer Tapazar. This is Officer Kalkazai with me. And this is the weekly Sabbath service for Killeen. Make sure that you got your Bible Hub app with you so you can follow along in the Hebrew. And with that, I'm Mijam. All right, present thyself and state thy registry.
Young man carry Ban Yahweh da Ban Yashala.
Young man carry Ban Yahweh da Ban Yashala.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
La Yashala.
La Yashala. Yeshavium to sit. Oh, Salakia. Excuse me. Yeah, excuse me. All right. Sar Wapin Yahakadam, which means to turn and face the east. We're gonna do the prayers.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Haya.
Haya.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Lakuka.
Lakuka.
Kaba'a.
Kaba'a.
Matazaka.
Matazaka.
Haya.
Haya.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Barataza.
Barataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Haya.
Haya.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Dunlano.
Dunlano.
Lakum.
Lakum.
Call.
Call.
Yawom.
Yawom.
Wasalaknawa.
Wasalaknawa.
Kawawatnawa.
Kawawatnawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kawawatinawa.
Kawawatinawa.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Tabi'anawa.
Tabi'anawa.
Wanasai one.
Wanasai one.
Abal.
Abal.
Awashanawa.
Awashayanawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Ra.
Ra.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Wahala.
Wahala.
Watapara.
Wahamtapara.
La'awalamyu.
La'amalamyu.
Amun.
Amun. In the English, our Father.
Our Father.
Which art in heaven.
Which art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom
Thy
come.
will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
Give us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
We forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
Lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
But deliver us.
But deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. The prayer for the power of cock in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashem Yahushua.
Bashem Yahushua.
Babu Kashah.
Babu Kashah.
Thundernow.
Nathanael.
Hakak.
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 Larapa'ah.
Rapa'ah.
Call Makala.
Call Makala.
Call Madawa.
Call Madawa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazarium.
Hamatazarium.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Lahakwayum.
Lahakwayum.
Hamathium.
Hamathium.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Awakawa.
Awakawa.
Hatamala.
Hatamala.
Lagar Shun.
Lagar Shun.
Bashem Yahushua.
Bashem Yahushua.
The Waramun.
The Waramun. In the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. The prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashem Yahushua.
Bashem Yahushua.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wayasharala.
Wayashala.
Wahaba Yasaparium.
Wahaba Yasaparium.
Barak.
Barak.
Bashem Yahushua.
Bashem Yahushua.
The water Amun.
The water Amun. In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name
In the name
of Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a.
Asha'a.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Haharyam.
Al-Haharyam.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'a.
Yaba'a.
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Isaiah. Ma'aim.
Ma'aim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Ragalka.
Ragalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yashrala.
Yashala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'a.
La'a.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Walayala.
Walayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makal Rad.
Makal Rad.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Atnapashka.
Atnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'afka.
Taza'aka.
Napashka.
Napashka.
Aslaki. Wabawa'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Maitha.
Ma'atha.
Wa'aid awalam.
Wa'ayat awalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence comes my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold, he that keepeth Israel
Behold, he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth,
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damayelaka.
Al-Damayelaka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Wa-Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat.
All.
All.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awayabyaka.
Awayadika.
Yahamayawan.
Yahamayawan.
Wamashanayaka.
Umashanayaka.
Sha'awa.
Sha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amaka.
Al-Imaka.
Ya'ariyamwa.
Ya'ariyamwa.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Ya'itazu.
Waya'atataizwa.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam.
Wanakakidam.
Magalia.
Magalia.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazikar.
Sham Yashrala.
Sham Yashala.
Iwad.
Iwad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawaitazwa.
Nawaitazwa.
Lab.
Lab.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Al-Yaka.
Al-Yaka.
Bar Salakia. Baryat.
Baryat.
Yakaratwa.
Yakarapwa.
Ahalya.
Ahalya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashamalayam.
Washashmalaya. Go ahead.
Mawa'aba.
Mawaba.
Wahagaryam.
Wahagariam.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalat.
Wa'amalat.
Palashat.
Palashat.
Anyashabya.
Anyashabya.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Gamashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawa.
Zarawat.
Labanya.
Labanya.
Lawat.
Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Ashalaham.
Aishalaham.
Kamadyan.
Kamadyan.
Kasayasara'a.
Kasaya Yasara.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kwayashwan.
Kwayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayanda Ara.
Ba'ayanda Ara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
Ladama.
Ladama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nadayabmawa.
Nadanabawa.
Kaira.
Kara.
Wakazaba.
Wakazaba.
Wakazabat.
Wakazabat.
Wakatazalmanai.
Wakatazalmanai.
Karnasayakamwa.
Karnasayakamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Na Yarasha.
Na Yarasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
At. Nawa.
Nawa.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagogala.
Kagogala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Raka.
Raka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Taba Ira Ira.
Tabaya Ira Ira.
Waka Lahabat.
Wakalahabad.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Haryum.
Haryum.
Khan.
Khan.
Taradapma.
Daradapma.
Basa Arika.
Basa Irika.
Wabasawapaka.
Wabasa Wapafka.
Tabalahum.
Tabalahum.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyahum.
Panyahum.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayaba'awa.
Wayabahawa.
Aja'ai.
Aja'ai.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wa Yadaiwa,
Yadawa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atha,
Atha,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labat,
Labaka,
Al Yawan,
Al Yawan,
Al Kaha Rataza.
Al Kal Ratazah in the English. Keep not thy silence, O power.
Keep not thy silence, O
Hold
power.
not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O power.
And be not still, O
For
power.
lo,
Thine
enemies,
enemies
make a tumult.
make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
They that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off.
let us cut them off
From being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Israel
In the name of Israel,
may be no more
maybe no more
in
in
remembrance.
remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They have confederate against thee
The tabernacles of Edom
the tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites
the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur is also joined with them.
Sure is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as unto Sisera,
as unto Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
at the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like
and
Oreb,
like Zied,
and like Zied,
yea, all their princes,
and all their princes,
as Zabah,
as Zabah,
and as Zalmunna,
and as
who
Amun,
said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of the power
the houses of the power
in possession.
in possession.
Oh, my power,
Oh, my power,
make them like the wheel,
make them like the wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy
with
tempest,
thy tempest,
and make them afraid
make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm,
Fill their faces with shame,
fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded,
and troubled forever.
in trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame,
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou whose name alone
that thou whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
the Most High,
over all the earth.
over all the earth. Prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Why Yahweh Shah?
Wa Miyakala.
Why Miyakala?
Wa Alahayo.
Why Alahayo?
Matazaviyah.
Matazaviyah.
Alawak Yahana.
Alawak Yahana.
Halawakyum.
Halawakyum.
Hasaranyum.
Hasaranyum.
Hakwatazayanyum.
Hakwatazayanyum.
Hakayoyum.
Hakayoyum.
Wahakwatiyum.
Wahakwatiyum.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushua.
Bashim Yahushua.
The water among.
The Wadaman in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohanan.
Commanding General Yahana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
It's the prayers, the curses, and blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth,
In all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen
That speak against us.
that speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake loose
The treasure.
the treasure
Of the rich.
of the rich
Of Israel.
of Israel
That refuse.
that refuse
To give to the school.
to give to the school,
Force their riches.
force their riches
To enter to thy
to
sanctuary.
enter to that sanctuary.
Send evils.
Send evils
And curses.
and curses
And punishment.
and punishment
And destruction.
and destruction
To the Edomites.
to the Edomites
And the nations.
and the nation,
And their drug dealers.
the drug dealers,
The court
the
system.
court system,
The prison
the
system.
prison systems,
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood,
All the governments of our enemies.
all the governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies,
The Roman Catholic Church.
the Roman Catholic Church,
The Pope.
the Pope,
Islam.
Islam,
Christianity.
Christianity,
Egyptology.
Egyptology,
Militia.
militia,
The Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan,
The Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation,
Skinheads.
skinheads,
Posse Comitatus,
Posse Comitatus,
the gay movement,
gay movement,
the lesbian movement,
lesbian movement,
spies,
spies,
and workers of witchcraft,
workers of witchcraft,
NASA space program,
NASA space program,
the Army,
the
Navy,
Navy,
the Air Force,
Air Force,
the Marines,
Marines,
the Space Force,
Space Force,
Wall Street,
Wall Street,
open up the internet,
open up the internet,
and the airwaves,
the
cable access channel,
cable access
and
channel,
the radio channel,
channel.
convict the spirit of any of thy people
Convict the spirit of any of thy people
that seek to stop
that
us
seek to stop us,
and bring swift destruction
bring swift destruction
to all the heathen
to all the heathen
that stand in the way
that stand in the way,
or try to stop us
or try to stop
from
us
broadcasting your words
from broadcasting their word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
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 Cause them to go to and fro
Cause them to go to and fro
throughout the earth
throughout the earth
and consume them.
and consume them.
Let the plagues
Let the plagues
shake the house
shake the house
of the thief
of the thief
and the murderer.
and the murderer.
Let Yahweh shine
Yet the house
and Michael
and Michael
and Gabriel
and Gabriel
come down
come down
with the flying saucers
with the flying saucers
and punish
and punish
all the heathen
all the heathen
that come up against us
that come up against us
as we speak thy
as we
word.
speak thy word.
Cause it to be known
Cause it to be known
by all
by all
that it is the angels
that is the angels
that have done it.
that have done it.
Cause it to be spread
Cause it to be spread
through the media,
through the media,
through the whole
through
world.
the whole world.
Cause it to shake
Cause them to shake
at thy coming.
at thy coming.
In the name of Yahweh
In the
Shai.
name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry. Turn to face the podium. Yeshabium, which means sit. And so Shalom Israel. Last week we were dealing with the nations that came from Noah's three sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, all their descendants. And now we got down to Eber, Ibar, which was through Shem, which was the line that held on to the actual Hebrew tongue. Eber had a son named Peleg, because in his time is when Nimrod, became a great leader in the earth. You know what I'm saying? Said he was a mighty hunter before the Lord. He was a leader in the earth, and he gathered everybody into the plains of Shinar and built that Tower of Babel. The Lord divided their tongues, because you saw, when they were of one tongue and one mind, their imagination was evil. And then from there, this is where the Lord is dividing the nations, and he's separating his chosen people. And from from Peleg and down, we come to Terah. Terah has three sons, Haran, Nahor, and Abraham. I believe Haran was the youngest. He had Lot. Haran dies early, and then Lot kind of comes up under Abraham, and Abraham marries his rib Sarah, and then that's where we left off at, I believe. And we're going to start from there in Genesis 11:28 in the Hebrew.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 11, verse 20 in the Hebrew. Wayamat Haran all Panai Paya Karak Thorak. It's like Abayawa Barakasa it's like it. Barataza. Mara Dada Tawa Mawalata Mala Mawa Dada Wa Ba'a Raw Ba'awa Kashad Yum verse 29. Wayakwa, Wayakwat. Abba, Abar, Abarum. Wana, Wanaka, Wanaka, Wanaka Wayo, Wanaka Wayo,
We're not for war.
Wanaka War.
Okay.
Laha, Lahat, Lahum,
Okay.
Nashayim,
Okay.
Shum, Ashat,
Okay.
Abarum,
Everyone.
Abarum, Shoyum,
Shari.
Shoryum, Sharai,
Salakis. Sharia.
Shoya, Wishum, Nashat, Asham, Ashat, Nakawa,
Not for war.
Nakawar, Mala, Malaka,
Okay.
Bat,
Okay.
Horain,
Abraham.
Abaya,
Okay.
Malaka,
Okay.
Wa'aba, yeah,
Okay.
Yaso Kaha,
Yes.
Yasoka,
Yes. Okay.
Yasaka. Wata, Wataya, Wataya,
Watahaya.
Watayaha,
Watahaya.
Watayaha, Wataya,
Haya.
Haya. Shoya, Aqua, Ha,
Akara.
Aqua, Ayan, Laha, Wayad, verse 31. Wayakwak, the ruck, select it, the ruck,
Okay.
at
Okay.
Abarum,
Okay.
so Banwa,
Okay.
Wa'atum,
Wa'a.
Wa'at,
Okay.
select it. The what, the what, the what,
Lawat.
with what, the
What?
what, Ban, uh, her, not Harain,
Okay.
Ban, Banawa,
Banwa.
Banawan,
Banwa.
but one, Wa'at, Shoya, Shoya,
Sharia.
Kalatwa. Ashat. Ashat. Aborum. Banwa. Waya Tazar Awa. Taza Awa. Atum. Ma'a War. Kashayam. La Lakan. Lakat. Lakat. Ara Tazar Totoha. Aratazar. Kana Ar Ain. Kanain. Waya Ba Ara. I. Waya Ba Awa. Ad. It's like Karan. Waya Shabwa. Shum. Verse 32. Wayaha Yawa. Yamai.
Shall say two.
The
We got time. Stop it.
Doraka. Doraka. The rock. Kama Sham. Kamash. Yeah. Shana Yum. Wama At Yum. Shana. Waya Mat. The Ka. But it's like a Bakar Na. Say it again. Bakarum. Quran. Sa. Chapter 12, verse 1. Waya'a Mar. Yahweh. All. Abarum. Lak,
Laka.
Laka, Laka,
Okay.
Ma Arataza Ka, Ra Salaka, Wa Ma Mawa Lada the Ka,
Wama
Wa Ma
Mawalada.
Mawalada
Ka.
Ka. Wama Bata, Wama Bata,
Umabaya.
Wama Bada, Aba Baya,
Abayaka.
Abayaka, Arataza, Ashar, Ara Aka. Verse 2. Wa'a Ashar Ashoka. Lagarya. Gada Wala. Wall. Gada Wall.
Got the wall.
Gada Wall. Wa'abar Kada
Wa'abarak.
say it again.
Wa'a
Wa'a
Barak.
Baraka. Wa'a God Laha.
Wa'a Gadala.
Wa'a Galaha.
Dadala.
Gadaha. Shumka.
Ka.
Wa'aya Bar Ka
Baraka.
Baraka. Verse 3.
That's it. Read English from 20 to 12.
The book of Genesis, chapter 11, verse 28 in the English. And Hiram died before his father Torah, in the land of his nativity in Ur, in the Chaldees,
Chaldees.
in the Chaldees. 29. And Aram and Nohor took them wives, and named Aram's wife was Sarai, and the name was Nohor wife, Melchah, the daughters of Haran, the father of Melchah, and the fathers of Ikah. Verse 30. But Sarai was barren. She had no child. Verse 31. And Torah took Aram his son, and Lot the son of Hiram his son's son, and Sarai his daughter-in-law, his son Aram's wife.
Sarai his what?
Sarai his daughter-in-law.
His daughter-in-law. So Sarai, Sarai is Terah's daughter-in-law. Okay, that's his daughter-in-law. Okay, that's how Sarah is Terah's daughter because it's his daughter-in-law. All right. You look that up in the Hebrew, it's going to say bride. You know what I'm saying? It's going to say spouse, but that's because this is Abraham's wife. All right. So right here, we establish in Genesis 11 that this is his daughter-in-law. All right. So, you know, they're from the same tribe, but that is not Abraham's direct sister. Okay. Go ahead.
The son Abraham's wife, and they took went for and
Is
it,
what?
Abraham's wife,
Okay.
and they went forth with them from Ur of the Chaldees to go into the lands of Canaan. And they came into Haran and dwelled there. 32. In the days of Terah with 205 years, and Terah died in Haran.
Right. So it's just giving the record of, you know, Terah is the head of the family. Abraham, you know what I'm saying? Is his son. I think Nahor could have been the oldest, but it's just showing that who Nahor married, who Abraham married, and then they moved from the Ur of Chaldees. That's what you would call like modern day Iraq right now. All right. And they move from out of there and they go towards Canaan, which is what you would call the land of Israel today. But at this time, it's occupied by the descendants of Ham's grandson, Canaan. This is who occupied the land. This is the land that the Lord is going to promise to give to Abraham. All right. It's what we call Israel today. All right. And then it's also saying that Terah, showing how long Terah lived for, which was 205 years, and he dies in Haran, which is, you know, consequently the name of the son that died. That's the land he lived in. Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Now the Lord has said unto Abraham, get thee out of thy country.
The Lord said what?
Get thee out of thy country.
Uh-huh.
And from thy kindred, and from thy father's house.
Right. The Lord's like, get out the country, this land you live in, get up out of there, get away from your kindred, get away from your family, all right, and from your father's house. You know what I'm saying? He's separating Abraham from his family. It's the Lord telling him this. All right, go ahead.
Unto a land that I will show thee.
Right. And this land that he's going to show him is going to be Canaan, what we call Israel today. All right. So the Lord gave Abraham an order. And this is the promise that he gave with the order. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And I will make of thee a great nation.
A what?
A great nation.
Uh-huh.
And I will bless thee.
Uh-huh.
And make thy name great.
Right. Isn't Abraham's name great to this day? This is over good night. This is damn near what, 8,000 years?
Mm-hmm. Still talking about it.
Right? If I'm not mistaken, it's damn near 8,000 years ago. And he said, I'll make your name great. Meaning what? His reputation. Everybody speak the name of Abraham.
Mm-hmm.
Arabs, right?
Yep.
Christians, and then us, his family. So everybody knows about Abraham and his story. They make movies about it. So the Lord didn't lie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We read in this book and across the entire world, if you say Abraham, everybody go like this. And they know who they talking about. They know who is being spoken of. People are naming their children that still. You understand? So the Lord kept his word. He made his name great. He made his reputation great. Why? Because Abraham heard the order of the Most High and he followed it. All right, go ahead.
And make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing.
All right. Yeah. So you got the up until like 13:3.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 12, verse 3 in the Hebrew. Wa abaraka mabarak yaka wa mak. It's like a wa makwalaka ar wa na barakwa baka call mashapa ha ha adama. Verse 4.
Wayalaka Abarum Ka Ashar Dabar Alyawa Yahweh Wayalaka Athwa Lawat Wa Abarum Bun Hamash Shanayum Wa Shabayim Shana Bataza Athwa Wa Haran. Verse 5. Waya, so like a Waya Kwak Abarum Ath Sharoya Ashathwa Wa Ath Lawat Ban Akyawa Wa Ath Kal Rakawasham Ashar Rak- Rakashwa Wa Ath Hanapash Ashar Aishawa Baharan Waya Tazaawa Lalakath Arataza Kanaan Waya Baawa Arataza Kanaan. Verse 6. Waya Abar Abaram Baarataza Id Makwam Shakam Id Alawan Mavara Wahakanaanya Az Baarataza. Verse 7. Waya Ra'a Yahweh Al Abaraham Salaki Abaram Waya Amar Lazarika Ath Salaki Athan Ath Harataza Hazaath Waya Bun Shum Mazabach La Yahweh Hana Salaki Hanara Hanara'a Salaki Al Yawa. Verse 8. Waya Ithak Mashum Ha Hahara Makwadum Labayath Al Wayat Ahala Bayath Al Mayum Waha Wahaaya Hakwadum Wayabun Shum Mazabak La Yahweh Wayakora'ah Basham Yahweh. Verse 9. Wayasai Abaram Ha Salakia Halawaka Salakia Halawak Wanasa Wa'ai Hana Gaba. Verse 10. Wayahaya Ra'ai Barataza Wayarad Abaram Matazar Yama Lagawar Shum Kaya Kabad Hara'ai Barataza. Verse 11. Wayahaya Ka'ashar Ha Korayub Laba Wa'a Matazar Yama Waya Amar Al Sharaya Ashafwa Hana Na'a Yadaithiya Kaya Asha Wapath Salaki Yapath Mara'a Ath Wahaya Kaya Yara'awa Athka Ha Matazarium Wa Amarwa Ashapwa Za'ath Waharagwa Athlia, Wa'af, Salakia, Wa'afka, Yakayawa, 13, Amaria, Na'a, Achathya, Ath, Lama'ain, Yatab, Laya, Ba'ai, Bawarka, Wakayatha, Napashya, Bagalaka, verse 14, Wayahaya, Kaba Wa'a, Abarom, Matazariama, Waya Ra'awa, Hamatazarium Ath, Ha Asha Kaya, Yap Yapa, Hawa'a, Ma'ad, 15, Waya Ra'awa, Ath, Salaki Atha, Shawaya, Para'a, Waya Halawa, Atha, Al, Parai, Wathaquak, Ha Asha, Bayath, Parai, Salaki. 16, Wala Abarum, Hayatayab, Ba'ai Bawara, Wayahaya, Lawa, Taza'an, Wa Bakor, Wa Kamorium, Wa I, Salaki, Wa I Badium, Wa Sha, Salaki, Wa Sha, Pakath, Wa Thun, Salaki, Wa Thanath, Wa Gamalium, verse 17, Waya Salaki, Wana Yagai, Yahawa Ath, Para, Na Nagayum, Gadalium, Wa'ath, Bayathwa, Isle, Dabar, Sharia, Ashath, Abarum, 18, Waya Kwara'a, Para, La Abarum, Waya Amor, Ma, Za'ath, Ashayath, Laya, Lama, La'a, Ha, Gadath, Laya, Kaya, Ashaka, Hawa'a, Lama, it's like in verse 19, Lama, Amarath, Achathia, Hawa'a, Wa'akwak, Atha, Laya, La'asha, Wa'aitha, Hana, Ashaka, Kwak, Wa'laka. Verse 20, Wayat, Salaki, Wayat to the Wa, Alyawa, Para, Anashim, Waya, Shalachwa, Athwa, Wa'ath, Ashapwa, Wa'ath, Kal, Ashor, Lawa. Book of Genesis, chapter 13, and verse 1. Waya Isle, Abarum, Ma Matazarium, Hawa'a, Wa Ashapwa, Wa Kal, Ashar, Lawa, Wa Lawat, Imawa, Ha Nagaba. Verse 2. Wa Abarum, Kabad, Ma Salakia, Ma'ad, Bamakwana, Bakasat, Wabazab, Salakia. Waba Zahab, verse 3. Wayalaka, Lama Sa'ayawa, Monagab, Wa'id, Bayath, Al, Id, Hamakawum, Ashar, Haya, Shum, Ahala, Ahalawa, Ahawa, Batha, Bathakhala, Bayan, Bayath, Al, Wabayan, Ha, Ha'aya, verse 4. Al Makwawum, Ha, Mazabach, Ashar, Aisha, Shum, Bara, Ashana, Wayakwara, Asham, Abaram, Basham, Yahweh. Verse 5. Wagum, Lalawat, Hahalka, Ath, Abaram, Haya, Tazaan, Wa Bakwar, Wa Halyum. Verse 6. Wala'a, Nasha'a, Athum, Harataza, La Shabbat, Yachad, Yachadwa, Kaya, Haya, Rako Washum, Rab, Wala'a, Yakawa, La Shabbat, Yachad, Yachadwa. Verse 7. Waya Haya, Rayab, Bayan, Ra'ai, Raya, Makwana, Abaram, Wabayan, Ra'aya, Makwana, Lawat, Waha Kanaanya, Waha Parazia, Az, Yashab, Barataza. Verse 8. Waya Amar, Abaram, Al Lawat, Al Na'a, Thaya, Mariaba, Bayana, Bayanya, Yabayanyaka, Wa Bayan, Ra'aya, Wa Bayan, Ra'ayaka, Kaya, Anashim, Akyum, Anaknawa. Verse 9. Hala'a Ka Harataza, La Panyaka, Ha Parad, Na'a, Ma'alya, Hashama'al, Wa'a Yamana, Wa'am Ha Yamyan, Wa'a Shama'a, Wa'a Shama'ayala. Verse 10. Waya Sha'a Lawat, Ath Ayanyam, Waya Ra'a Ath Kal, Kakar, Hayaradan, Kaya, Kala, Mashaqua, La Panya, Shakath, Yahweh Ath, Saddam, Wa'ath, Imara, Kagun, Yahweh, Karataza, Matazarium, Ba'aka, Taza'ir. Verse 11. Waya Bakar, Kaya, Lawa, Lawat, Ath Kal, Kakar, Ha Yaradun, Waya Sa'i, Lawat, Makwadum, Waya Paradwa, Yash, Ma'al, Akyawa. Verse 12. Abraham, Yashab, Ba'arataza, Kana'aim, Wa Lawat, Yashab, Ba'arya, Salakia, Ba'arya, Ha Kakar, Salakia, Ha Kakar, Waya, Hall, Saddam.
That's 3.
That's
What verse you on?
13 and 13.
I think you're supposed to stop at 3.
Salakia.
No, that's good. Just read from what we. Hold on. This is 13 and 13. You said.
We stop it. We stop on 12 and 7.
Oh, that's fine. Just read from Genesis 12, 7. I mean, I guess 12, and you said you stopped at 12
and
and
7.
You stopped at 7.
Come.
I thought it was
Stop at 7.
I
12
think you stopped
and
at 3.
3, yeah.
3.
12 and 3.
Yeah. Just read from 12:3 to where he stopped. 13 and 13.
The book of Genesis, chapter 12, verse 3. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse them, and curse him. It's like curse him that curse thee.
Read that again.
And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curse thee.
See, like a lot of Christians, and then a lot of people that try to, they come with this whole talk about how the other nations are grafted into the nation of Israel, and that through Abraham, all nations will be blessed. We'll read that one more time.
And I will bless them that bless thee,
Mm-hmm.
and curse him that curse thee.
So there's a prerequisite on that. It's not that Abraham is just blessing any and every nation that he come into contact with. Our encounters with these other beasts of the field, these other nations, these heathens, has always been a conflict. It's never been where they just off top they bless us. In order for a nation another nation to be blessed from us, they would have to do what? Read again.
And I will bless them that bless thee.
Yeah. In order for them to be blessed, they have to bless Abraham's family.
Right.
That's not what's been happening. The priest read earlier, did the prayer in Hebrew, Psalms 83. That's talking about the nations that conspire against us. They're not blessing us. You understand? So that scripture saying that all nations will be blessed through Abraham's family. He's talking about Christ returning as king and the 144,000 in rulership over the earth, and the earth finally being at peace. Then they get blessed because they have righteous rulership over them. That's what the scriptures say. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. You understand? But when the wicked are in rulership, the people mourn. This is not saying that they have access to the promise. They're not the children of the promise. All right. If they bless us, then the Lord will bless them. But if they do what?
And if thee shall, so like it, and curse him that curse thee.
He's going to do what?
Curse him that curse thee.
And this is all the nations do, is they curse us. You know what I'm saying? When we set up the prayer of the curses, why? It's because they cursed us. We asking the Lord to curse their curses, right? The drug dealers,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? The governments of our enemies, the court system,
Right.
child support.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
These are the curses that we receive from these other nations. So the Lord is going to return that on their heads. As they've done to us, it's going to be done unto them double. All right. So I'm just bringing this out because a lot of times people, they take the one little scripture and they want to, philosophize it and Christianize it and make it a we are the world situation. That's not what's going on. If you harm or curse Abraham's family, the Lord is cursing you. And that's all these other nations have done. Maybe with the exception of Japheth, maybe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They've been neutral.
Right.
They haven't really had a hand in damaging us as a people per se, but they're still going to be in servitude. So nobody's exempt from that judgment. But go ahead and read, Salaki.
And indeed shall all families of the earth be blessed. For so Abraham departed, as the Lord had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him. And Abraham was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. Haran, like it.
Mm-hmm.
5. Abraham was Sarai, his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the soul that's like it, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran. And they went forth to go into the land of Canaan, and into the land of Canaan they came. 6. And Abraham passed through the land unto the place of Sychem, into the plains of Moab, and the Canaanites was then in the land. And the Lord appeared unto Abraham and said, Into this seed will I give this land. And there built he an altar unto the Lord, who appeared unto him. 8. And he removed from thence unto a mountain on the east of Bethel.
Hold on real quick. I'm sorry. Go back to verse 5 and read that again. So the Lord had told him, when he spoke to Abraham, he was 75 years old. The Lord told him to get up from his family's house. And what did Abraham do in verse 5?
Abraham took Sarai, his wife,
Uh-huh.
and Lot, his brother's son,
Haran's son. Go ahead.
and all their substance that they had gathered,
Mm-hmm.
and the souls that they had gotten in Haran.
This is talking about servants. When it says gotten the souls, people that were under his authority and jurisdiction, his servants. Go ahead.
In Haran.
Uh-huh.
And they went forth to go into the land of Canaan.
Mm-hmm.
And to the land of Canaan they came.
So Abraham obeyed God. When it talks about, when you read in Romans and it says that Abraham believed God and it was counted unto him for righteousness, it's because he followed the Lord's order.
Right.
So this is why it's written that faith without works is dead. This is not just Abraham, oh, he heard someone that said, he said, I believe that. We know what you believe based on what you do. So you are what you do, not what you say, not what you think, not what you say with your mouth that you believe. You are the actions that you take. And the Lord told Abraham to leave his family, and that's what Abraham did. That will be difficult for a lot of our people.
Right.
To hear some say, hey, you got to leave your family and go to a land. But why did he leave their family? When you go into the history of this, his family were idol worshipers. They had all manner of idols. And we know this because when you go, well, we'll find out further because we started back in Genesis again. But when you go down the line, then you see about like what is it? Rebecca's brother Laban. They're all coming from the same family, and his daughter, one of Laban's daughters, took one of his teraphims, which is an idol. So they were idol worshipers. So the Lord was telling him to separate from them. And Abraham did it to find out who the true power was, man. All right.
Right.
Keep reading. Verse 6.
Verse 6. And Abraham passed through the land unto the place of Sychem, into the plain of Moab.
Mm-hmm.
And the Canaanites was then in the land.
Was there in the land. Uh-huh.
7. The Lord appeared to Abraham and said, to thy seed I will give this land.
This is where the Lord is making the promise. He said to Abraham's seed. So now this is where the covenant is being established. And you see who he's saying to your children, not to the whole world, but to your children. Keep reading.
And there build he an altar unto the Lord, who appeared unto him.
Uh-huh.
8. And he removed from thence unto a mountain on the east of Bethel, and pitched his tent, having Bethel on the west, and Hai on the east.
Mm-hmm.
And there he built an altar unto the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
and called upon the name of the Lord.
This is where Abraham, where he set up his shop at by this mountain. This is where he would send up his prayers to the Most High, petition the Most High. That's what it means to say to call upon the name of the Lord, is to send up prayers. Is what we do in the Sabbath service. We're calling upon the name of the Lord. We're making requests and petitions. Go ahead.
Verse 9, Aram journeyed, going on still toward the south. 10, there was a famine in the land. It's like a famine in the land. Aram went down into Egypt to sojourn there, for the famine was grievous in the land.
Right. So this is where it begins with the whole, the beginnings of our dealings with the Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? It started right at the beginning with, with our forefather. Go ahead.
Verse 11, and it came to pass when he was come near to enter.
When he came to the border, like we got the border at Mexico, he's coming to the border. You got Egyptians at the border. They checking who's coming into their country. Go ahead.
When he was come near to enter into Egypt, and he said unto Sarai, his wife, behold, now I know that thou art a fair woman.
Meaning that she's fair, meaning that she's very beautiful, very attractive, as our sisters are. Go ahead.
To look upon. 12, therefore it shall come to pass when the Egyptians shall see thee, that they shall say, this is his wife, and they will kill me, but they will save thee alive.
Right. So he's, this ain't no we are the world situation. He see these Africans, these Hamites, and he's concerned that they're going to, if he tell them that this is his wife because of how beautiful she is. Abraham got servants, he's a man, but he's like, this is a whole nation. And basically, like, they don't live by our culture.
Right.
They don't live by our rules. So he's like, man, they're going to kill me and take you. This was his fear. You understand? Go ahead.
13, say, I pray thee, thou art my sister, that it may be well with me.
So he said, tell them that you're my sister. Y'all, a lot of Christians say, oh, Abraham, did incest, or he said, no. He said, tell them that you're my sister. But guess what? In the nation of Israel, if I marry my wife and she says she's an Israelite, she's my wife, but guess what she also is? She's my sister.
Right.
Because she was my sister first, before she became my wife. That's our culture.
Right.
Why? Because yes, there's roles that we have in the nation of Israel, husbands and wives. And then if I'm not mistaken, there's no word for female in the Hebrew, right? It's just
woman. It's
woman,
just wife.
Which means, right? Exactly. The water priest. You know what I'm saying? This is our resident Lashawan Kodash expert in Killeen, Texas. Shout out Officer Carl Kazai. You know what I mean? Preaching Officer Carl Kazai. So yeah, so the women of our nation, either we're dealing with them as a wife or as a sister. You understand? But even when you're dealing with your wife, you should deal with her as you would deal with your sister. And that's something, brothers, we got to keep in our minds as well. You know what I mean? Deal with her as a sister first. You understand? Or how you would want someone to deal with your sister. All right, go ahead.
13, say, I pray thee, thou art my sister, that it may be well with me, for my sake, and my soul shall live because of thee.
Abraham should. He said, go ahead.
14, it came to pass that when Aram was come into Egypt, the Egyptian beheld the woman, that she was very fair.
Right. So like what he was concerned about, it happened. They seen, man, good night. Who was that? Go ahead. 15,
the princess also of Pharaoh saw her and commend her before Pharaoh.
That's like, Sarai was bad. Right? You got all these brothers like down from the regular Hamites to the you know what I mean, the upper echelon Hamites, Egyptians, like the princes. They like, good night. Who is this? So she coming into Egypt. Everybody recognizing her. Right, yeah. So like just how everybody recognize a Holly Berry or whatever, Sinai Lathan. She looked good. Go ahead.
And the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house.
Abraham was trying to avoid something, and then it went down anyway. Go ahead.
And he entreated It's like Abraham well for her sake.
Right, because now he's looking like, oh, this is a woman that's in your, in your care. It's a family member. I want her. What do I got to pay to get her? That was the custom. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And he had sheep and oxen,
Mm.
and he had asses and manservants
Mm-hmm.
and maidservants,
Right.
and she asses and camels.
So he willing to pay. He about to give Abraham some wealth. Go ahead.
17. And the Lord plagued Pharaoh.
He did what?
He plagued Pharaoh.
Let loose the plagues.
Right.
Let loose the plagues. The Lord plagued them. You know what I'm saying? He trying to buy Abraham's wife. Why did the Lord plague Pharaoh? Why did the Lord plague Pharaoh? We just read it. Anybody? Go ahead, Art.
Because he was about to curse Abraham by taking
How?
his woman.
By what?
By taking his woman.
That's a fact. But now he's not doing it with the knowledge, right? But he's plaguing them because of what we just read. The Lord made a promise and a covenant to Abraham to him and his what? His seed. You trying to put your seed in there. The Lord like, oh, no. Immediately. That's why he didn't confer with Abraham. He didn't say, Abraham, what you do? He immediately plagued Pharaoh's house for the eye. Did Pharaoh touch her? He didn't even touch her.
Right.
He was entreating for her, giving out sheep, oxen, ass servants. He's trying to show like Abraham, he really trying, in his mind, I'm doing a good thing. I'm about to pay double for her. She the one. The Lord like, okay, keep reading.
And his house with great plagues because of Sarai, Abraham's wife.
He said with great plagues, meaning that people, they was going through hell up in there, all manner of stuff. I don't even want to get into it, but just imagine like any type of physical illness you got going on that's hitting your house, everybody getting hit with different stuff. That's why I said plagues, plural, hitting them with all types of different ailments and diseases. Go ahead.
18. And Pharaoh called Abraham and said, what is this that thou hast done unto me?
Because look, man, in order for you to get the attention of the heathens, the Lord gonna make it known. Like, hey, listen, everything was cool before. What happens that caused us to come? Right. Well, this strange man came into the land, and we trying to get his wife. So he called Abraham like, bro, what you done did? Right. They understood what curses were. They were able to connect like this is something divine. Right. This ain't like normal. But you know what's crazy? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we've been dealing with the curses for hundreds of years, and you know what we think? It's normal life.
Good night.
In the projects in the hoods, people getting shot, all manner of sexual sin going on, right? All type of just wickedness. And we think it's what? Life. The heathen was like, man, something ain't right. This ain't how things go up in here. Right. That show you how hard-headed we are. That's why he said we are a stiff-necked and hard-headed people. Because we don't even respond. Go ahead, priest.
No, so like if I could just hear what you're saying, isn't that like the same thing what happened? What's the brother that went to Nineveh? Jonah, when he was on the boat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey man, who was this? We got to get him off the boat. You know what I'm saying? Because your
no, they didn't want to get him
off.
No, they didn't want to get him off. No, but they recognize that something is going on, and they cast lots because they're like, what's happening? Like this don't like. You got to think. You didn't sell the seeds for so long. You know your route. Right. You know when a storm is coming. It's like, where did the storm come from? It's crazy. Right. You can tell when it's something. It's a power involved. I'm gonna tell y'all something else, and Lord willing, I don't get checked for this, but y'all know in the scriptures where it say that if he had came to another nation, that they would have obeyed immediately. Because they're able to recognize that type of stuff. We are just, you got his hair blown off. You know what I'm saying? That's why he got to do what he got to send the prophets out to his people. Early in the morning and day and night to prophesy, to cry aloud and spare not, because our people don't we can't see. We can tell what it's about to rain today, but we can't see the Lord's judgment. But this heathen did. Go ahead, Salaki.
Why didst thou not tell me that she was thy wife?
And he was even able to know the issue.
Dang, he pointed out.
That's crazy. How come why you ain't telling this was your wife? Read.
Verse 19. Why saidest thou, she is my sister?
Go ahead.
So I might have taken her to me, to wife. Now therefore, behold thy wife, take her and go thy way.
Man, take your wife and just go, bro. It ain't that deep. Go ahead, read.
Verse 20. And Pharaoh commanded his men concerning him, and they sent him away and his wife and all that he had.
He didn't even take back what he gave him to purchase Sarai. He's like, man, take all that and go, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you know why? He wanted to appease the God of Abraham. Like, I don't even want to take back what I gave him. Just go. So, Abraham left with a bag. He had a little come up. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 13. Abraham went up out of Egypt, he and his wife, and all that he had, and Lot with him into the south. Verse 2. Abraham was very rich in cattle and silver and gold. Verse 3.
He came out of Egypt, what?
With silver and gold.
Now, how did the children of Israel come out of Egypt? With silver and gold. Came up out of there rich. That's how we gonna come up out of America, which is spiritually called Egypt and Sodom. We gonna come up out of here wealthy. Why? Because our King Christ has returned with 200 million angels, man, to destroy these nations. And we're gonna be wealthy. Why? Because we have our King, man, and we have the power of the Most High. And whatever Christ and the Most High dictate is what's gonna happen after he shows up. It's gonna leave us in a state of wealth. We trying to make ends meet and put two nickels together and make something happen right now. But we just gotta hold on, man, and endure to the end. Because when we leave up out of this condition, this captivity, those issues ain't gonna, the light bill ain't gonna be an issue. You know what I'm saying? The rent ain't gonna be an issue. We're gonna be getting paid the rent. I know that's hard to comprehend. But that's the reality. Keep reading, Knock.
Verse 3. He went on his journeys from the south, even Bethel, unto the place where his tent had been at the beginning, between Bethel and Hai. Verse 4. Unto the place of the altar which he had made there at the first.
The altar. So he went back to where he had set his altar up at to send his prayers up to the Most High. Go ahead.
And there Abraham called unto the name of the Lord. Verse 5. And Lot also, which went with Abraham, had flocks and herds and tents. Verse 6. And the land was not able to bear them, that they might dwell together, for their substance was great, so that they could not dwell together. Verse 7.
Right. So basically, Abraham is wealthy and rich in sheep, cattle, shepherds, and his nephew, which was Haran's son that died, we put up under his wing. He's getting wealthy as well with his sheep and shepherds, and their servants, their herdsmen, are having conflict over where the flocks can, to not water their flocks, but for their flocks to drink. They're fighting over like watering holes, pretty much. And it's getting to the point where it's like getting physical. You understand? Like actual physical altercations. Go ahead.
So they could dwell at verse 7. And there was a strife between the herdmen and Aram's cattle, and the herdmen of Lot's cattle, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites.
Perizzites. So the Canaanites is getting involved in this. Everybody's fighting for resources. Like in any, Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, in any area that we live, it's a fight for resources. What are we doing? We fighting each other, right? And we're dealing with the other nations. For what? Resources. This is why a lot of y'all want to go to the polls and vote. because you think that if you put somebody in office that you're going to get what? Resources.
Right.
That's not how it works, man. But go ahead.
And the Perizzites dwelled then in the
Mhm.
land. Verse 8. And Abraham said unto Lot, let there be no strife, I pray thee, between me and thee.
Right, because Abraham already has within him the spirit of brotherhood. It's like look, we shouldn't be battling. Like we came out of, we're in this together. So now look, since we've reached this point, this is what we're gonna do. Read.
And between my herdmen and thy herdmen, for we be brethren.
We be what?
Brethren.
Brethren. You know what I'm saying? Abraham was a wise man. You know what I mean? We don't see each other as family, so that's why we don't treat each other as family. It wasn't just beef between Abraham and Lot's herdsmen. It was also with the Canaanites and the the Perizzites. So that means that when we don't look at each other as family, we're going to treat each other like strangers and harm each other. But Abraham was like, it shouldn't be that way with us because we're brethren. That's the mindset that Christ came back to give us, our King, that we're family and we should treat each other like family and not harm each other for what? Resources? We listen, if that's the case, I'll go here and you go there if it's that deep. Otherwise, let's work something out. But when we take on the spirit of the other nations and we feel like we got to fight for these resources amongst ourselves, that's when we destroy each other from within. But go ahead, I'll keep reading.
Verse 9. Is not the whole land therefore thee? It's like before thee. Separate thyself, I pray thee, for me. If thou would take the left hand, then I will go to the right.
See, Abraham was in the spirit, man. Abraham was in the spirit because he didn't put himself first in the situation, even though really he outranks Lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's Lot's uncle.
Right.
And he's the head of Lot followed him. So Abraham is the head, but he's not even taking the position of, look, I'm taking this and you go find somewhere to go.
Right.
He said, look, man, you look at all this land before us.
Mhm.
If you go left, I'll go right.
Right.
You choose first. He's letting Lot have the preeminence in the situation.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? You got to be willing to suffer for your brother,
Right.
for your family, like, to take the loss, to suffer righteously. But our Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we always want to I got to get mine and, you got to get yours. That's the attitude. But we need to move in the spirit of our father Abraham. Go ahead.
If thou wilt take the left hand, then I will go to the right.
Mhm.
Or if thou depart to the right hand, then I will go to the left.
Hey, whatever you want,
Right.
as long as we can keep the what? The peace.
Right.
Blessed are the what? Peacemakers. He ain't talking about us making peace with a nation that want to destroy us and curse us. He's talking about amongst our family. Because they will be called the what? The children of God, the children of Abraham. Go ahead, Art.
Select it, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a question in the chat.
Uh-huh.
Somebody asked, it was Abraham a Jew?
No, Abraham was not a Jew. Abraham was the grandfather of, or the great-grandfather of who you would call the Jews. Abraham was the father of Isaac. We're going to come to find out. Isaac was the father of Jacob. Jacob had 12 sons. One of his sons, I believe his fourth, was named Judah.
Right.
From Judah, you get the term Jews.
Right.
Now, Jew can mean several things. Sometimes they refer to the entire nation of Israel as the Jews. By other nations, they would refer to us as that. But Judites were considered Jews. Or when the kingdom split after Solomon's reign between Rehoboam and Jeroboam, the Lord split the kingdom. And the southern kingdom, which was mainly Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, they were referred to as Jews. While the other 10 tribes, which are the northern kingdom, they were referred to as Israel, or the Israelites. But they were all Israelites as a nation. All right. So you would have the family of Judah, the father of Judah, the man, and his descendants, specifically Judites, Jews. Then you would have the southern kingdom, Levi, Benjamin, and Judah, Jews. then they're referred to, we were referred to being Jews by other nations that encountered us. You understand? But Abraham was not a Jew. Abraham was, you can't even call Abraham an Israelite technically, but he's the grandfather of the Israelites. So I hope that answered your question, man. You know what I'm saying? From a technical standpoint.
If I could, sir.
Yeah.
I had a question on that. So out of the 12 sons, would it be accurate to say that Judah was chosen to be, I don't want to say firstborn, but he was chosen to be like the head of his children? Would that be accurate?
I mean, there's a scripture that speaks. There's a scripture that speaks to that. It said that there would never cease to be a lawgiver from between the feet of Judah. You understand? Meaning that what's between your feet?
Your seed.
Right. Well, yeah, your loins.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then there's also a prophecy where it says that he would come and save the tents of Judah first, but that's through Christ. You understand what I'm saying? So, because Christ came from the tribe of Judah, are they the head tribe? Yes, that's true.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But in terms of them being the firstborn, I wouldn't go as far as to say that. It's just who the Lord, it's the tribe the Lord chose that for our king to come out of, and that's what gives that tribe prominence in that regard. But really, all the tribes are subject to Christ. Like, it's not like it's only because of Christ why Judah has that recognition. But it's Christ that has the recognition alone as our king. But yeah, but keep reading.
This is like a real quick, sir.
Yeah.
The person, I'm not sure if it's brother or sister, but they just made a comment. They said, "I'm new to this. I was told Black American was Judah."
You're at what's the name? It's like a long name.
It's Suffolk.
Suffolk. Hey, Suffolk, what you heard is exactly correct. What you would consider American Negroes are, for the most part, are the tribe of Judah. You may have some that could be Reuben, that they think that they're Judah, but they could be the tribe of Reuben, the Seminole Indians. Some can even be Gad, what you refer to as the Native Americans. But typically, yes, that's accurate. You're correct. Okay, and Tawada, or thank you to you for tuning in. You know what I'm saying, and asking your questions. But go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 10, and Lot lifted up his eyes and beheld all the plains of Jordan, that it was well watered everywhere.
Now Lot look up and he see the plains of Jordan that is well watered. Why the plains of Jordan? Because Jordan was a great river that irrigated that land. Right. So he saw the land looking real irrigated, and he went for what? For what? Advantage. Abraham was willing to take to take the loss or the disadvantage for the sake of what? Peace. Okay. That's a righteous man. This is why Abraham is our forefather, because of his spirit. He didn't to him, gaining the advantage over his brother was not what was important. It was about maintaining peace with his brother. That's what was important to Abraham. But Lot saw it'd be like, ooh, man, that's a good business. It's a whole bunch of people over here. If I set my business up here, I'm gonna make a whole lot of money. Mm-hmm. That's all. That's all that was on Lot's mind at that time. But now keep reading though.
They was well watered everywhere.
What verse is that?
Verse 10.
Keep reading.
Before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah.
No, read that again, bro.
Before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah.
So the direction that Lot was heading in was Sodom and Gomorrah. And it looked what? Good. It looked prosperous.
Right.
But before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, a lot of y'all are going to the polls to vote for either Trump or Kamala because it looks like everything is good. Did y'all just see the stock market? What happened yesterday? 2.9 trillion wiped in wealth from the stock market after it's been going up. See, that's what it means to judge things spiritually and not carnally. You're looking at things because it seems like things are going well, and this is where I need to place my bet, not realizing what's coming. This is why Christ said to seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. Because the kingdom that we're looking for is not visible to the eye, man. We're looking for a kingdom that the Lord is going to establish, where righteousness remains forever, where money and all that's not going to be an issue because he's the power. So whatever we need, we're going to have. But when you're scrambling for crumbs, the crumbs under your master's tables, your oppressor's tables, well, the Lord is going to destroy the oppressor. So if you're fighting to get a bag in a burning house, you know, imagine that you walking into a house that's on fire with your last, you know, bag of money to invest in. And to you, it's like, oh, this is great. You run into a burning house. Abraham knew it's not the gain is not important. I don't need to gain the world to lose my soul. What's important is me keeping peace with my brother, and that's the spirit of Abraham, and that should be the spirit that's in his children. If you're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, keep reading, Art.
Even as the garden of the Lord, like the hand of Egypt, as thou comest into Zoar.
Brother, listen. When you say trace your lineage to Judah, you trace it because, okay, how I put this? This is not something that you can go to ancestry.com. Okay?
Right.
Because right now, the people that run that really was set up by Mormons, but the people that run that are your oppressors. So they talk about the Kohanim gene and all that kind of stuff and like the markers and all that. You're not going to be able to trace your genealogy to Judah in that way. We know of who it was because of history and archaeology. But what I can tell you to do is something is you come into class. You come into class and you sit down in the school and either online or physically, whatever city that you're in, and you learn. And we can show you, because it's not something that you can just give in one answer. We can't send you on your way to go find out how you trace your genealogy. You know how I know? Because my father comes from Mississippi. You understand? His father's father's father, and I know that they came from plantations in Mississippi. My father's grandfather was a sharecropper, but everybody from before that was on plantations working in the fields. You understand? And based on the prophecies of this Bible, based on the knowledge that I've received as a priest and prophet under Command General Yohana, I know that that's the tribe that I most likely come from. But we're all going to find out in the end. This is what we work off knowledge that we have out of our records. But when Christ comes, hey, it's going to be 12 gates with 12 names on the gates of the 12 tribes. You got to go in the gate of your tribe. So, you know, Christ comes back. Maybe you come into the truth and you come into the knowledge of the truth and you get spared from the destruction that's coming. And Christ brings you come into the city and you walk up to the Judah gate because you're a Black American. He's like, nah, you from the tribe of Asher, go that way. Right. The angel at the gate, the bodyguard at the gate, the Elohim, the angel will say, nah, you ain't coming through this gate. Your gate is over there. Try another one. That may happen. But we work off of the knowledge that we have from the men above us. You understand? But my suggestion to you is to start coming to class. Every time you see a class with ISUPK, it ain't got to be just Killeen. It could be any city that you're in. Type that into Google, find out where the school is located, ISUPK, whatever city you're in. Go to that school or just check in online like you're doing right now. You understand? And keep learning. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come to this knowledge overnight. There's no overnight answers. All right. It says to study and show thyself approved, a workman that needeth not be, to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. It takes study to do this. Okay, let's move off of that. Keep reading.
Verse 11. Then Lot chose him all the plain of Jordan, and Lot journeyed east, and they separated themselves the one from the other. Verse 12. Aram dwelled in the land of Canaan, and Lot dwelled in the cities of the plain, and pitched his tent towards Sodom.
Look at how Lot ended up going towards Sodom.
Right.
That's heavy, man. You know what I'm saying? This should give you the understanding about having peace with your brother and choosing brotherhood over, the treasures of Egypt or treasures of Sodom or whatever. You understand? Choose brotherhood, man, because you might end up in a place where you thought you was going to be successful and then you end up, it's destruction coming. You understand? That's 13.
Yeah.
Go read verse 13. Good night.
Verse 13. But the men of Sodom were wicked and sinners before the Lord exceedingly.
See, look, he left his uncle, who was a righteous man, because he couldn't check the men that was under him. He couldn't check his servants and let them know you don't beef with my uncle's servants. We work this thing together. This ain't a war. And he ends up leaving his uncle and moving towards Sodom, and it said that the men of Sodom were exceedingly wicked and sinners before the Lord. You occupy the space of sinners, you'll get a sinner's judgment.
Right.
You understand? That's why it's so important to come into the ISUPK, man, and learn how to separate yourself from this world, because destruction is coming to America.
Right.
I hope y'all understand that. It's coming to America. Destruction is coming to America, man. And the only way for you to be spared is that you're separate. That's why it says, "Come out of her, my people, lest you receive of her what? Her plagues."
Right.
The Lord is sending the plagues.
Right.
He's letting them loose. You know how I know he's letting them loose? Because we just called on his name.
Right.
And we asked for it. And he's going to confirm the word of his servant. Who are the servants of the Most High? His prophets.
Right.
And that's what you're looking at. All right. With that, we're going to go call up the next priest. Present thyself in our registry.
Abiyah ben Yahweh ben Yashala.
Abiyah, Ban Yahweh, Ban Yashala.
Yahweh Shim Yahweh Brakathum.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
La Yashala.
La Yashala. Yeshabium, which means to sit. And we ended at 13. Just, what's the last one?
14 and 6.
14 and 6. So yeah, just read down to that.
Come on. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 13, and verse 14 in the Hebrew. Why Yahweh, Amar, All, Abarium, Akaria, Haparad, Lawat, Ma'aimawa, Sha'ah, Na'ah, Ayan, Salakia, Ayan Yak, Ayan Yaka, Wara'ah, Man, Hamakwam, Ashar, Ata, Sham, Tazapan, Tazapana, when the Gabaha, when Nagaba, Wakwa, Wa Quadama, Wa Yamaha, verse 15. Kaya, Ath, Call, Harataza, Ashar, Atha, Ra'aha, Laka, Ath, Athan Naha, Wa Lazaraidka, Aid, Awalam, verse 16. Wa Shalakia, Wa Shamathia, Ath, Zoraka, Zoraka, Ka'ipar, Ha'arataza, Ashar, Aim, Yowakal, Ayash, Lama Salaki, Lama Nawath, Ath, Ipar, Ha'arataza, Gum, Zaraka, Yama, Yamanaha, verse 17. Quawam, Hatha Halat, Salaki, Hatha Halak, Ba'arataza, La'ara, Salaki, La'ara Kaha, Walarak Baha, Kaya, Laka, Ath Nana, Ath Nanaha, verse 18. Waya Salakia, Waya Ahal, Abarium, Wayabad, Salakia, Wayaba, Wayashab, Ba'ala Naya, Mamara'a, Ashar, Bakha Barawan, Wayaban, Sham, Mazabak, La Yahweh. Verse 14, Salaki. Wayahaya, Baya Maya, Amar Salaki, Amar Rapal, Malak, Shana'ar, Arawak, Malak, Alasar, Ka Kada Wala'imura, Malak, Ayalam, Wathad, Da'al, Da'al, Malak, Goyam,
You said it right.
or Goyam. Verse 2. Ishua, Malachamaha, Malachma, Ath, Bara'ai, Malak, Saddam, Wa'alak, Salaki, Wa'ath, Bara, Salaki, Barashai, Malak, Imara, Salaki, Imara, Shana'ab, Malak, Adama, Wa Shama Abar, Malak, Tazabayaya, Tazabayayum, Tazabayayum, Wa Malak, Bala'ai, Haya'ah, Taza'ira. Verse 3. Call Allah, Khabara, Khabarawa, Kabarwa, all. I'm a ka. Had Salakia. Ha Shadayum. Hawa'a. Yum. Hamalak. Verse 4. Shatayum. Asharaya. Shanya. Oh, no, Salakia. Shanha. Shana. I Badwa. Ath. Kadara, Salakia. Kadar Rala Imar. Wala Washa Wash Salakia. Washalash. Isharha.
I sure.
Ishara. Shana. Muradwa. Verse 5. Why but are Salakia. Why but are but I
Rabba Arabah.
Rabba Arabai. Ishara. Shanha. Ba'a. Kada Salakia. Kada Rala Imura. Wa'a Malakam. Malakaham. Salakia. Malakayam.
Waha Malakim.
Mahal Salakia.
Waha
Waha
Malakim.
Okay. Waha Malakim. Ashar. Athawa. What? Athwa. Wayakawa. Ath. Rapa Ayam. By Shath Rath. Korah Nayam. Wa'ath. Hazah Wazayam. Bahayam. Wa'ath. Ha'ad Yamayam. Bashar Waha. Korah Korayathim. Verse 6. Wa'ath. Kabarya.
Acharya.
Say it again.
Acharya.
Hakarya. Ba'a Waram. Sha'ayar. Aid. Ayal. Payaran. Ashar. All. Hamad. Dabar.
So you can read from 13, 13 to 6.
We'll come to this book of Genesis, chapter 13, and verse 14. And the Lord said unto Abram, after that Lot was separated from him, lift up now thine eyes, and look from the place where thou art northward, and southward, and eastward, and westward.
So the Lord comes to Abraham and in a vision after Lot separates from him. You understand? And the Lord tells Abraham in the vision to look to the north, to the south, to the east, and to the west. You know, what we would say to the four corners, basically in all four directions around you. Go ahead.
For all the land which thou seest, to thee will I give it, and to thee and to thy seed forever.
That's a heavy thing. The Lord is saying all this that you're looking at is going to be yours and to your seed forever. Forever. Go ahead.
And I will make thy seed as the dust of the earth, so that if a man can number the dust of the earth, then shall thy seed also be numbered.
Listen, man, that's a heavy thing. This is talking about if you're black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, the Lord is telling Abraham, your forefather, he's talking about you, that we're going to be as the dust of the earth.
Right.
Can a man number the dust? When you find that man, let me know.
Right.
Go ahead.
Come on, sir. Verse 17. Arise, walk through the land in the length of it and in the breadth of it, for I will give it unto thee. Verse 18. Then Abram removed his tent and came and dwelt in the plain of Mamre, which is in Hebron, and built there an altar unto the Lord. Verse 14. It's like it.
You see that? Look, man, Commander General Yohana, he moves in the spirit of Christ. This is why when Christ said, if you were the children of Abraham, you would do what Abraham did, right? So in every city where this truth is being spoken, was built a school that the children of Abraham, that the Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians can call upon the Lord. Because wherever we dwell at, right? He gave us a little sanctuary in the places that we were removed and scattered. That wherever we might dwell, that we could call upon the Lord, man. This is what your forefather did. Wherever he went to go dwell at, he made sure there was a place for him to call on the name of the Lord, man.
Right.
And you have to realize how important that is. If your name is Lakeisha and somebody call you Tanisha, is you gonna respond? If your name is Jamal and somebody say, hey, Tom, is you gonna hear that? It's 1,000 Christian churches in all of these cities here in America. Overseas, right. Christian churches. And what do they think that they're in there doing? Calling on the Lord. And guess what? The Lord don't hear them.
Right.
Because the Lord is not dealing with them. Why? Because they don't deal with his commandments.
Right.
They don't follow his orders. Abraham was heard of God because why? He obeyed God. When God told him to do something, he did it. So Commander General Yohana has built schools in all of these cities where if you want to obey God and follow God in spirit and in truth, you can call on the Lord and be heard. You can keep reading that.
Colonel Wakan, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 14 and verse 1. And it came to pass in the days of Amraphel, the king of Shinar, Arioch, king of Elasar.
Now Shinar was the plain where Nimrod had built Babel. So they still had rulers in that area. But now it's been broken up, like how they call it the Eastern Bloc, where Russia was a power. Then it broke up and became I forget what they called it in the 80s, but where you got they call it the Eastern Bloc, where it's all these countries that were once one united. They broke up into little subgroups. This is what happened when the Lord scattered them in their language at Babel. They broke up into subgroups according to their languages. Yeah, just plug that in, Hawk. Go ahead.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Chedor Laamar, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of nations, that these made war with Bera, king of Sodom, and with Bersha, king of Gomorrah, Shenab, king of Admah, and Shemaber, king of Zeboim.
These were all the territories from Shinar to Sodom and Gomorrah, which were actually, they say Sodom and Gomorrah because it's like how you want to say, I don't know, like Atlanta and what's a city that's close?
Decatur.
In Decatur or something. You know what I'm saying? Or Dallas and Fort Worth.
Right.
You understand? Like in terms of proximity. Go ahead.
Come, sir. And the king of Bela, which is Zor.
Because what we're going to find out is Adamah, Zor, these are all cities that are close to what? Sodom and Gomorrah. So these are these Hamites within their respective areas that are kings, and there's a fight for control and power of resources going on. Like as it is with all, men that want power. You know what I mean? No, they're never settled what they have. They want more. Right? Go ahead.
Colonel Khan. All these were joined together in the valley of Siddim.
Right. This is like what Bush had in the 90s, a coalition of the willing. They wanted to join forces to be able to battle against this king that was in Shinar. who he feel like, because my however far back Nimrod went, we should be running things.
Right.
He ain't forget about Babel and what Nimrod did.
Mm.
So like they like, we about to rebel against this dude, right? Go ahead.
Which is the Salt Sea.
Mm-hmm.
12 years they served Chedor Laomer,
Lamar, right? Something like that.
kind of Wakan, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And in the 13th year they rebelled.
Right. They was like, man, we ain't gonna let this dude dictate how we do things over here. So let's combine forces, like Captain Planet, right? Earth, fire, water, air. Let's come together and throw his yoke off our necks. Let's come from under his rulership. Let's usurp authority and what is it, in life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Right.
The same way America, went against the British Empire. Let's make a name for ourselves. Go ahead.
Kind of Wakan. And in the 14th year came Chedorlaomer and the kings that were with him,
Mm-hmm.
and smote the Rephaims and in Ashereth, Karneen, and the Zuzims.
Right. So when Chedorlaomer hears about this rebellion, he's like, "Oh, we about to put this rebellion down." Now, in the middle of all this is what? Abraham and Lot.
Right.
And the Lord then said, what did the Lord tell Abraham? Just a few verses up. What did he say? What did the Lord say he was going to do? I'm asking in the class, anybody that was listening, I don't want you to read it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to give it to y'all like that. Go ahead.
Kind of Wakan, sir. Good night. They rebelled in Ashereth and Canaan, and the Zuzins in Ham, and the Emims, and in Sheva Karathium, and the Horites in their Mount Seir unto El Paran, which is by the wilderness.
What the Lord told Abraham was that he said, look to the north, northward, southward, eastward, and westward. And he said, all this land I'm going to give unto you.
Right.
And so what does the Lord set up for that to happen? War amongst the other nations.
Mm.
So when the disciples asked Christ, they say, Lord, what's going to be the sign of thy coming? He said, it's going to be wars and rumors of wars. Why? Because for the Lord to give the children of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, what belongs to them, because nobody is our advocate. You got wicked, individuals that want to call us Africans. We're not Africans. You know what I'm saying? In fact, give me that at the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. You know what I'm saying? We're going to read that right now. We just go ahead and cut that right now. The small one is fine, or the big one, it don't matter. And bring up who Ham is. Let's see what the Zondervan Bible Dictionary says. We're not even gonna, you know what I mean? We just gonna read the facts.
Right.
The definition of Ham in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary.
Uh-huh.
The youngest son of Noah,
The youngest son of Noah,
born probably about 96 years before the flood,
right?
and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood.
Right.
He became the progenitor of the dark races.
He became the progenitor of the dark races. Now, Odyssey is like, see, yeah, y'all are dark. I mean, the East Indians are dark.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dark races on the earth. You can find some Samoans that are very dark, right? He said the progenitor of the dark races, but let's find out who they are. Like you had Libya, Phut,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You had Mitzrayim,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? What you would call today Africans. The progenitor of the dark races. Keep reading.
Not the Negro.
Not the what?
Not the Negro.
Not the Negroes. So we ain't gotta watch our tongue. You gotta watch it.
Right.
And you should be careful for the Lord take you wherever you at right now. You understand? We're in the school of the prophets,
Right.
not the Negroes.
Right.
The Negroes come from the line of Shem, from Ibar, from Peleg,
Right.
all the way down to Terah, to Abraham. And when the Lord choosing Abraham, he separated Abraham's family, not Ishmael, but Isaac.
Right.
And Jacob and the 12 children of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians today. You understand? That's just to cut that foolish talk.
Right.
You understand? But I'm glad you're watching, hater. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, rejoice when they persecute you and hate you.
Right.
Or so they did the prophets that were before you.
Right.
Man, give me that scripture, man. Listen, man, we love our haters. We love it. Because all you're doing is confirming you're just confirming for us who we are.
Right.
Because the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. When you give us these responses, you're just confirming as a witness who we are. You understand? But like I said, when you find that, you got to go ahead and read that real quick.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 12.
I know it hurt.
Rejoice and be exceeding glad.
Yeah, we get happy when you do it. When you talk nonsense and speak folly, we don't get upset about it. Read.
For great is your reward in heaven.
Uh-huh.
For so persecuted they.
No, read verse 11. You jump down to the end.
Sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you.
Revile you. Revile you means to disrespect you, to talk crazy about you. He said blessed. So you letting us know that we blessed.
Right.
Keep reading.
And persecute you.
And do what?
And persecute you.
And read.
And shall say all manner of evil.
It's an evil thing for you to call the children of Israel Hamites. It's
Right.
an evil thing to say. But we blessed though, because you said it. Read.
Against you falsely.
Against you falsely. The priest brought out the evidence that Negroes are not Hamites.
Right.
So you spoke falsely.
Right.
Read.
For my sake.
For Christ, because we speak on behalf of Christ, in the name of Christ, of Yahushua. Jesus Christ, a black man from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
Our king, who's going to rule this earth and is coming back shortly to destroy America and all these wicked kingdoms. Keep reading.
Rejoice and be exceeding glad.
You've made me very happy today. I was already happy because I'm doing the work of the Lord, but you've made me exceedingly glad. Odyssey, go ahead.
For great is your reward in heaven.
For what?
For great is your reward in heaven.
All you doing is add it to the book for all of us. You know what I mean? The angels are going to record this. Oh, look, they get falsely persecuted and false evil spoken about them. The report gets sent up to the Most High. That's it. So the water. Keep reading.
For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
Yes, because why? The prophets that were before us, we've come back in the earth, and you're doing to us what you did before to them.
Right.
That's all. So with that, we're gonna Imagine.
La Yashala.
Which means to Israel. You shouldn't speak in another tongue unless you have an interpreter. Christians. All right, we're going to go ahead and salute the Torah. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakiyah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakiyah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakiyah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakiyah.
So Sar, Wapenya, Hakwadam, which means to turn and face the east. We're going to do the prayers.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Balakokah.
Balakokah.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'aratazah.
Ba'aratazah.
Kawah.
Kawah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Yathamenawa.
Lakum.
Call.
Call.
Yawom.
Yawom.
Masalaknawa.
Masalaknawa.
Kawawatnawa.
Kabawathnawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kawatinawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabi'anawa.
Tabi'anawa.
Wanasaiwan.
Wanasaiwan.
Abal.
Abal.
Awshana.
Awshana.
Mayan.
Mayan. Rayan,
Ra.
Ra,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Laka.
Laka,
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa,
Hala.
Hala,
Watapara.
Wahatapara,
La'alamya.
La'alamya,
Aman.
Aman. In the English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come.
thy will be
Thy
done
will be done
in earth,
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread.
and forgive us our debts,
Give us our debts
as we forgive our debtors,
we forgive our debtors.
and lead us not
Lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. The prayer for the Hakat, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ukashah.
Ba'ukashah.
The thunder now.
The thunder now.
Hakat.
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 The Rapa'ah.
The Rapa'ah.
Call Makalah.
Call Makalah.
Call Madawa.
The Call Madawa.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazarium.
Hamatazarium.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Lahakoyam.
Lahakoyam.
Hamathium.
Hamathium.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Arakawa.
Arakawa.
Hatamala.
Hatamala.
Garshan.
The Garshan.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
The water Amun.
The water Amun. In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the
The
power.
power to heal all manner of sickness.
Power to heal all manner of
And
sickness.
all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Prayer to bless Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wayashrala.
Wayashrala.
Wahabaya Saparium.
Wahaba Yasaparium.
Barak.
Barak.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
The water Amun.
The water Amun. In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahaharium.
Ahaharium.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Isarium.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashun.
Yayashun.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yashra'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yah.
Al-Yah.
Yum
Yum-Yumka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashemash.
Hashemash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Shamarka.
Makara.
Makara.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Atnapashka.
Atnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'aka.
Taza'aka.
Wabu'aka.
Wawa'aka.
Ma'ita.
Ma'ita.
Wa'aydawalam.
Wa'adawalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From which comes my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold, he that keepeth Israel
Behold, he that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by
nor
day,
the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth,
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damiyalaka.
Al-Damiyalaka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat.
Oh.
Oh.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Al-Yabyaka.
Al-Yadika.
Yahamayawan.
Yahamayawan.
Wamashanayaka.
Wamashanayaka.
Sha'awa.
Sha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amaka.
Al-Amaka.
Ya'ariyamwa.
Yarayamwa.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wayataya'itazwa.
Wayatayatazwa.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam.
Wanakakidam.
Magoya.
Magalia.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yashrala.
Sham Yashala.
Iwad.
Iwad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'itazwa.
Nawa'itazwa.
La.
Lab.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Barya.
Barya.
Yakaratwa.
Yakaratwa.
Ahoya.
Ahoya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashama'ali.
Wayashama'alim.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagaria.
Wahagaria.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalat.
Wa'amalat.
Halashat.
Halashat.
Amyashabia.
Amyashabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Gamashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawat.
Zarawat.
Labanya.
Labanya.
Lawat.
Lawat.
Salat.
Salat.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Lahum.
Lahum.
Kamadyan.
Kamayim.
Kasiyasara'a.
Kasayasara'ah.
Kayabyan,
Kayabyan,
Barakal,
Barakal,
Koyashwan,
Koyashwan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Ba'ayandara,
Ba'ayandara,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La'adama,
La'adama,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nadayabawa,
Nadayabiwa,
Kaira,
Karab,
Wakazaba,
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 Wakatazamana,
Wakatazalmanai,
Karnasayakamwa,
Karnasayakamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Nayarasha,
Nayarashah,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
At, Nawat,
Nawa,
Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagogala,
Kagogala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Raka,
Raka,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Daba Arya Ara,
Daba Ira,
Wakala Haba,
Wakala Haba,
Dalahat,
Dalahat,
Haryam,
Haryam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradapma,
Daradapma,
Basa Araka,
Basa Irika,
Wabasawapatka,
Wabasawapaka,
Dabalahom,
Dabalahum,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyahom,
Panyaham,
Qualawan,
Qualawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabahawa,
Wayabahawa,
Ijai,
Ijai,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ata,
Ata,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Labadwa,
Labadka,
Al Yawan,
Al-Yawan,
Al-Kahal
Al-Karatazah, in the English. Keep not thy silence, O power.
Keep not thy silence, O
And
power.
hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy
And
peace.
be not still, O power.
And be not still, O
For
power.
lo,
For lo,
thine enemies,
thine enemies
make a tumult,
make a tumult.
and they that hate thee,
They that hate
have
thee
lifted up their
have
head.
lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have-
against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off.
let us cut them off.
From being a nation,
From being a nation.
that the name of Israel
In the name of Israel.
may be no more
There
remembrance.
be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom,
Tabernacles of Edom.
and the Ishmaelites,
And the Ishmaelites.
of Moab,
Moab.
and the Hagarenes,
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur is also joined with them.
Ashur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as unto Sisera,
as unto Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
at the
Kison,
brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like Oreb,
and like Zied,
and like Zied.
yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all their princes,
as Zabah,
as Zabah,
and as Zalmunna,
and as Zalmunna,
who say,
who say,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of the power,
the houses of the power
in possession.
in possession.
Oh my power,
Oh my power,
make them like the wheel,
make them like the wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burns the wood,
as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as the flame sets the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded,
let them be
and
confounded
troubled forever.
and trouble forever.
Yea, let
Yea.
them be put to shame,
Let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou whose name alone
that thou whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most
art
high,
the Most High
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Praying for the blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai.
Why Yahweh Shai.
Why Miyaka Allah.
Why Miyaka Allah.
Why Lahayim.
Why Lahayim.
Matazav Yah.
Matazav Yah.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Halawapyu.
Halawapyu.
Hasaranyu.
Hasaranyim.
Hakwatazayanyim.
Hakwatazayanyim.
Hakayayu.
Hakayayu.
Wahakwati.
Wahakwati.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
What Aman.
The what Aman in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh,
And Yahweh Shai.
and Yahweh Shai,
And Michael.
and Michael,
And the angels.
and the angels,
Commanding General Yohanan.
commanding General Yohanan,
The general.
the general,
The captain.
the captains,
The officers.
the officers,
The troopers.
the troopers,
And the sisters.
and the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
This is the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and
In
earth,
all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
In the name of Yahweh
in the
Shai.
name of Yahweh Shai,
Listen to us now.
listen to us now,
Right now.
right now.
Send evil.
Send evil,
And curses.
and curses,
And punishment.
and punishment,
And destruction.
and destruction
To the heathen.
to the heathen
That speak against us.
that speak against us,
Thy prophets.
thy prophets,
The teachers.
the teachers,
The princes.
the princes,
The priests.
the priests,
The Israelite brothers.
the Israelite brothers,
And the school.
and the school.
Send evil.
Send evil,
And curses.
and curses,
And punishment.
and punishment,
And destruction.
and destruction
To the heathen.
to the heathen
and shake loose,
And shake loose
the treasure,
the treasure
of the rich of Israel,
of the rich of
that
Israel
refuse to give to the school,
that refuse to give to the school.
force their riches,
Force their riches
to enter into thy
and
sanctuary,
enter into thy sanctuary
and send evil,
and send evil
and curses,
and curses
and punishment,
and punishment
and destruction,
and destruction
to the Edomites,
to the Edomites
and the nations,
and the nation
and their drug
and
dealers,
their drug dealers,
the court system,
court system,
the prison
the
system,
prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
the Roman Catholic Church,
the Roman Catholic
the
Church,
Pope,
the Pope,
Islam, Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
the militia,
the
Ku Klux
the
Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
the Aryan Nation,
the Aryan Nation,
skinheads, Posse Comitatus,
Posse
the
Comitatus,
gay
the
movement,
gay
the
movement,
lesbian
the
movement,
lesbian movement,
spies,
spies,
workers of witchcraft,
workers of witchcraft,
NASA space program,
NASA space program,
the Army,
the Army,
the Navy,
the Navy,
the Air
the Air
Force,
Force,
the Marines,
the Marines,
Space Force,
Space Force,
Wall Street,
Wall Street,
open up the internet,
open up the internet
and the airwaves,
and the airwaves,
the cable access channel,
cable access channel,
and the radio channel,
and the radio channel.
Convict the spirit of any of thy people
Convict the spirit of any of thy people
that seek to stop
that
us
seek to stop
and
us
bring swift
and
destruction
bring swift destruction
to all the heathen
to all the heathen
that stand in the way
that stand in the way
or try to stop us
or try to stop
from
us
broadcasting your
from
words
broadcasting your
throughout
words
the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
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 Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro
Through the earth.
through the earth
And consume them.
and consume them.
Let the plague shake
Let the shame say
the house of the thief
the house of the thief
and the murderer.
and the murderer.
Let Yahweh
And Yahushua,
Michael, Gabriel,
Gabriel,
come down
come down
with the flying
the
saucers
flying saucers
and punish all the heathen
and punish all the heathen
that come up against us
that come up against us
as we speak thy word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known
Cause it to be known
that it is the angels
that is the angels
that have done it.
that have done it.
Cause it to be spread
Cause it to be spread
throughout the media,
throughout the media,
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause it to shake
Cause it to shake
at thy coming.
at thy coming.
In the name of Yahweh
In the name of Yahushua,
thank you always.
thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Get that horn. Sar, turn and face the front. We'll give a courtesy salute to the men, to the Akim, men of Israel. Imajim Shabbat. Imajim Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Slak. Yajimatar. Sar, turn, face the sisters, men of Israel. Imajim Shabbat. Imajim Barak.
Yahweh Shemal Adam Hashem Yahushua.
Yajimatar. This concludes the Sabbath service.